Hi, my name is Nathalie Uriarte-Ayala, and I'm from Kinston, North Carolina, and I was the intern this summer for the Partnership for Children of Wayne County. I feel like throughout this internship, I learned a lot from regarding the food system, farming, everything, especially just being in the partnership and just seeing child care centers working with food. I think one thing that I really learned was just how catering was a big thing, and Wayne County was a #1 thing that they cater to a lot of. They cater to child care centers, Meals on Wheels, senior centers. So I learned about that while being in Wayne County, but I also learned from the workshops every Friday of different scientific research that are happening within North Carolina, especially at NC State or at NC A&T. So I think I gained a lot of valuable information. From high school, I was part of another nonprofit organization called NC Field that's based in Kinston. And they help with migrant workers or seasonal farmers and all the workers there. So I knew I wanted an interest in the food side or agriculture side, but I really didn't know how, I guess, to put my foot in the door after leaving Kinston and finding other organizations. So I spent a while throughout my college years just finding different organizations, trying to find what best suited, I guess, my interests. And CEF's, this one was one of the ones that I thought was so interesting, and I was so excited that I immediately applied once I found it. And so I was just so excited to start once I got it, because it was finally something that I was been interested in for years, and I just couldn't find a good internship that fit that. One of my advisors sent me the CEF's website, and then I looked and I saw NC Field being part of the youth initiative. So I thought that was really cool that something connections are happening since I've left NC Field or since I left the youth group. I think it did help me solidify my path and what I wanted to do with my career. That was the one thing that it did for me. But it also it gave me so many connections to reach out after I finished the internship. I looked at other interests, and I even applied to another one for CES because I enjoyed it so much. I also think it helped me figure out what I wanted to do. So after college, I hope to go back to grad school and get my master's in nutrition so I can continue helping the food system and continue, I guess, bridging that gap between nutrition and food and agriculture and just trying to connect them together. So it's helped me a lot. It's helped me figure out what I wanted to do in the future, and I hope to continue working with, I guess, in this industry. I think local foods are such a great support within communities. It kind of brings them together. The first thing that comes to mind when I think about local foods, you have your local farmers, but you also have the community gardens, and I guess that just brings the community within together. I see how people get so excited when working with plants and then get so amazed at what plants can do. And I think it's just a big support to the community, and it brings people, it gives them such a great connection between food and not just seeing it in the grocery store, but actually being able to see hey, people work hard for this, and we should appreciate that we have this on our plate. I enjoyed my experience so much. I already tell everyone that at school, I'm oh yeah, I did this internship and it was so great. If you're interested in food studies or the food system in general, I would 100% recommend this internship. It just provided me so many connections and wonderful experiences that I'm glad I did this.